Well, people who live in the city of Madison will be voting soon on whether to change the form of government there.
They are going to be voting to decide if the city will adopt a council manager system or continue with the current mayor-council system. News 19's Emily Mosner joins us now live from Madison City Hall. And Emily, today I know you talked to a group who is not in favor of a council manager system.
That's right. Well, the messaging for the group Don't Mess with Madison is pretty simple. They tell me, why would you change something if it already seems to be working pretty well?
I don't see why we can't just continue in the way that we have been.
Tiffany Knox is a member of the Political Action Committee Don't Mess with Madison. The PAC is against a measure that could change the way the city of Madison is governed and managed.
We like having our mayor-council form of government, and we're not fans of changing to a council manager form of government.
Residents of Madison will vote on the issue in a special election on May 9th. And no vote means the way the Madison government is run would stay the same. It would keep 7 voting city council members and the mayor who cannot vote. If people vote yes and the measure passes, the city would lose 1 council seat, the mayor would gain a vote, and a city manager would be hired on. Knox said Don't Mess with Madison doesn't want to lose a council vote and give the mayor voting power.
It would dilute the voters' power to have 6 districts versus 7. We would still have the mayor who would be a voting member, but he would be voted at large, so it just dilutes the power of the voter.
The group is also concerned about the council appointing the city manager.
We believe that the voters should still have the right to choose who runs our city.
A representative for the city of Madison says they're impartial on the vote, but explained the duties of a city manager.
And they would take on the daily tasks of leading and managing the employees. The mayor would be more of a figurehead in this form of government.
Now, News 19 has previously spoken with Madison Forward. Now, that is the group that is in favor of the council manager system. You can learn more about their stance by checking out our website, WHNT.com. Again, this special election is on May 9th. You can vote from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at your regular polling location. Live in Madison tonight, Emily Mosner, News 19.